And then the next one we talk about is the color, but this will explain it more in Photoshop. So especially when it comes to the color bar. So this is the value, this is the saturation, and this is the hue of the color. But we're explaining in Photoshop. Then come to the meaning of color. As a designer, you need to understand what each color means and which top brands are using this color before applying it to your design and before using particular color for a particular design. So red. Red is a red is a very hot color. It's associated with fire, violence, warfare. It's also associated with love, passion, anger, and importance. Great for grabbing attention to important information or call to action. Get message across, encourage quick decision making. Okay? So when you are using red, it should be in you should know that red is associated to few things when you are using red. So when you are using red, you should understand that why red first, why red, and then why red on this, especially when it is dominant, right? Now when you just put one small lamp with red on it, when you're using dominant red, right? You should understand that it's associated with fire. Okay. So it's associated with violence, fire, warfare. So this is the first picture that comes to your mind when you choose to use dominant red. So fire, violence, and then warfare. So once they're talking about fire, right, you'll see red, and then when you're talking about blood, violence, you'll see red again. But also when you're talking about love and passion, you'll see red. That's why you should never design Valentine's Day flyer or Valentine's Day poster or design Valentine's design with blue or yellow or green. Don't never do it. You should use red, dominant red for that. Cedric, you have a question? Yes. You talking about love, right? Okay. You see it for red, right? You talking about passion, right? You see it for red. You talking about anger, you see it for red. So here's the thing. When it comes to fire, the fire extinguisher that red, right? Most of the warning sign it can be in red, right? Either danger or warning. Okay, warfare. Everybody want to use red warfare stuff, and then they associated with blood and all that stuff. Then so they use dominant red. So let's see his brand, his brand. Why they choose to use red? Like BBC choose to use dominant red. Why? They dom BBC they dominate in warfare news. If you actually listen to BBC, they dominate when it comes to warfare news. BBC, CNN, they good at that space. They dominate in warfare news, right? So you see, they use red to give on their brand, right? It also grab attention, where can grab attention too. And then but what's their most dominant stuff that is associated with their brand is the color they are going to use. When we talk about other color, then you see why each company choose these colors they are using right now. And then Red Bull, Red Bull energy drink. It's not love, it's not violence, uh, stuff, but it's something for passion. You drinking Red Bull that for passion, not really because it give you energy, but it just give you that stuff so that it can give you passion. Even this Nike stuff, right? Passion driven and stuff can really make you wear Nike. Passion, passion, passion. You see it? So this is why John Wick. Who all know John Wick show? So you see, they put John Wick in with red background, dominant red background. It's because John Wick's that violent man. John Wick can kill 100 men for dog bene. That violence. For one dog bene, John Wick can kill 1,000 men. Human being, oh, why they must kill a dog? So you can use the type of dangerous man for just yellow background or blue background or green background. They mean dangerous, right? In violent. So you gotta use something that associate with that color. So the next color is blue. The color of the sky and sea. Trust. So blue is associated with trust, calm, peace, pureness, tranquil tranquility, stability. Most color on the internet, uh, most used color on the internet, blue slows our metabolism, being related to safety or cleanliness, such as cleaning product, airline, and mineral water. So the blue color, when you are using blue color, dominant blue, you are out of uh, presenting or operating either of these, right? Trust, calm, peace, and pureness. So Nivea, Nivea, like deodorant stuff, right? Even this one like deodorant. So this brand uses blue for pureness or calm. And then IBM, Twitter, this brand for trust. He use blue for trust. Facebook, he using blue. So you can trust their website, so you can trust their application, right? They're using it for trust. So you should understand when you are using blue. And then green. Green color represent nature and the environment. So when you wanna do design for nature or environment, you should use green. Yeah? More abstract is symbolize wisdom. The latter association has ancient root. Nature balance growth, symbolizing harmony, fertility, and strong association with safety, medical products, and eco brands. So you see, most of this eco stuff, then most anything that get to do with or environment, agriculture, anything that get to do basically with growth, environment, agriculture, they uses green. So if you talking about agriculture, you're not using dominant red, you're not using blue, you're using green. That's why you should understand the meaning of a color so that you already know what you want to do, which color you are going to use when it comes to this and that. You're talking about agriculture, you're talking about environment, you are talking about World FD or some medical appliances, you selling some medical stuff there, you talking about growth, right? You wanna use green, got green associated with this type of stuff. And then yellow. Yellow connotes cheerfulness and add a pop of refreshment to your palate. Color of sunshine brings joy, happiness, and energy. Evoke pleasance and friendly feeling. Service in leisure, industry, and children's store can sometimes consider childish, right? So yellow, you can use yellow for sunshine, for joy, happiness, and energy, right? So you see most of the food stuff, man, it uses yellow often, like McDonald's and these other people I forget about the names, and and then most of the children toy company they uses yellow also, and some uh servicing less and also the culture. So that's why you can use how yellow is used by other brand. These are current brand are using yellow, and you see yellow. Okay, purple is an elegant color. It signifies loyalty. So anytime you want to build trust, the color purple, yeah. Okay, let's continue, please. Purple is a royal color, right? So it's associated with royalty, associated with luxury, nobility, ambition. The idea for luxury brand in high-end goods and services. So if you are using purple, you should think of it as a royal color, right? So royal colors will be uh purple, right? Purple and then luxury. If you want to use purple for any type of design, it should be somebody that likes luxury or somebody that is a royal person. But in Liberia, we use purple for burial. So you can use purple for burial since it relates to cultural context. And then orange. Orange Orange is a bright color full of energy, happy, playful, fun, powerful, and attention grabbing are all attributes that can infuse in your brain or your message in the color orange. Color for communication and optimism combine energy of red and the happiness of yellow. So you'll see that as they say here, orange is a bright color for happy, playful, power, fun, and all that stuff, right? So you see most drinks brand or children snacks brand they use orange for for their brand color or their brand identity. Yeah, because it's either they using it for the energy from the color or the playfulness for children of power as orange Liberia power to show authority or to grab more attention. That's why they choose to use orange color.